Another episode of Mindset Monday here on the first Monday of June, which is crazy, right? We're already almost halfway through 2024. And so today's Mindset Monday topic, actually, I'm going to give credit where credit is due from a friend of mine, Mike Hatchett. I was on Facebook this morning, and he had a post in his stories, and it was just an image of a quote, and I read it, and I know I've seen it before, but I read it, and it's interesting. So I'm just going to share it with you, and I'm going to just kind of talk a little bit about this today on today's Mindset Monday. So here it is. It says, "You can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you." Now, when you first read that and you hear it, it doesn't make sense. It only makes sense in this is that when we put the emphasis on two words. First one is you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Okay. So the thing about it is that here's the thing: we can't change anyone. Now, we may believe that we can, that we may have influence on people and those things, but here's the thing that I have found now in living almost 60 years on this earth is that the only person that I can change, to be honest with you, is me. And that's a tough enough job at times, much less trying to change the people that are around me because I want them to be a certain way or to support me or whatever that is, right? I'm not going to be able to understand that. I'm just not going to be able to change anyone. But what I can do is that I can change the people around me. And example of that is that we all probably have people in our lives where they really aren't that positive, and they don't, maybe they're not a great person to have around in our lives. They may be negative, right? They may, say things or do things where it's just like, hey, this isn't an alignment of who I am and what I'm trying to achieve and to do in my life. And unfortunately, sometimes those people may be family members, and so that's where that part gets, can be challenging. But what I want to share with you today is that we can do that. It's changing our environment. If I took someone, that was normally in a highly positive environment, people were encouraging them and everyone was like-minded, you took that person, you put them in with a group of people that were negative, right? That had a fixed mindset, that everything was, they had a victim mentality. Eventually, that person that's put into that group, and this has been shown in research, will start to adopt that kind of thinking because it's an environment. You hear more of all of that, and like, well, this is what this group does. And so I just share this with you today is to really to understand is like you may have some people in your lives that you maybe have to distance yourself from, or you just don't spend as much time with them, and then find those that are going to encourage you, that are going to be positive, that are going to help you get to where you want to be. And for example, if you're trying to release weight, and so hanging out with more people that don't exercise, that don't care about that eat very, very unhealthy, it makes that more of a challenge. And it doesn't mean that people are bad people. It's just that when you surround yourself by those that like-mindedness of what you're trying to accomplish and do in your life, it makes that easier than trying to fight, not only changing yourself, right? But then those around you. So this jumped out to me today. Actually, this wasn't even going to be my topic for today, for today's Mindset Monday, but I saw it and it just kind of struck me. And so I just wanted to share it with you, just to be thinking is to understand it's like, you're not going to change these people. There's something in people in your life that you're like, hey, I'm going to fix this person. I'm going to change this person. More than likely, that's probably not going to happen. But what you can do is you can change those around you. Look at your environment, look at your circle, look at the people that are around you. Are they building you up? There's an old saying is that are my people in my world, are they balcony people or are they basement people? And what does that mean is that if they're a balcony person, they're pulling me up. Think of someone, if they're on a balcony, I'm reaching up and they're pulling me up. They're lifting me up, right? Those are the people I want to be around. The basement people, guess what they're doing? They're pulling me down. They're in the basement. They're like, come on, I'm pulling you down. So make sure that you're aligning yourself with balcony people, not basement people, and focusing on what you can control. And you can control yourself and you can have control over those that are in your world, that are in your sphere and in your group, and make sure that you have the right people around you. So that's what I've got for you for today's Mindset Monday. Big thank you to Mike for posting that today and giving me some inspiration on a slight change on the Mindset Monday today of the topic that I had. And next week I'll probably more than likely do the topic that I had for today. So hey, as always, thank you for being part of my world, and go out, make it an awesome week, and I'll see you next.